So greed is an limitless desire for material gain or social value, such as status or power. Greed has been identified as undesirable throughout known human history because it creates behavior conflicts between personal and social goals. Ano yun po yung meaning ng greed. In the words of Henry Edward Manning, avarice plunges a man deep into the mire of this world so that he makes it to be his God. As defined outside Christian writings, greed is an inordinate desire to acquire or possess more than one needs, especially with respect to material wealth. Aquinas considered that, like pride, it can lead to evil. Bale, yung greed pala is yung desire mo na makakuha ka ng or makapossess ka ng mas higit pa. Or kung ano, kung makuha mo yung mga gusto mo. Bale, it leads to pride, then it leads to evil. Sabi sa verse natin, Luke 12:15. Then he said to them, watch out. Be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in an abundance of possession. Yan po ang sabi sa Luke 12:15. Life is about more than money. Granted that money can make life a lot easier. Like health, finances are one of the things that are easy to take for granted until they are gone.Ali, syempre, yung money importante kasi mapapadali niya yung buhay natin. And, yun yung mga bagay, finances na madaling mong ma-take for granted hanggang sa wala na. Nevertheless, when the desire to accumulate wealth becomes all-consuming, it can eclipse the realities that make having money worth anything. Bale in church, family, community, friends, and helping others. Greed at its purest is willing to sacrifice all these things for its own ends. There are many other Bible verses about greed and how it can cloud our vision of what really matters. Kaya ang pinaka-importante sa lahat is in church, family, community, friends, at pagtulong sa kapwa ang importante. So, 1 Timothy 6:11. But you, man of God, flee from all this and pursue righteousness, goodliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. Bali, pag binasa po natin yung 1 Timothy 6:6-10, but goodliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing from it, out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap and into many foolish and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierce themselves with many griefs. And then this line should be a sobering to us. Those who want to get rich fall into temptation and a trap into many foolish and harmful desires, not plunge people into ruin and destruction. And the Bible warns us to be wary of listening to our desires. Bale, yung Bible, winawarn tayo na dapat mayo tayo sa mga temptation, sa mga harmful desires na makakasira sa atin, na maglilid us para sa destruction ng mga buhay natin. Okay. There is nothing wrong with wanting to be rich. When Paul says, those who want to get rich fall into temptation, he is not making a predicate claim that all who want to get rich are culpable of sin, but what Greek scholars call a gonic claim, meaning this is often how the world works. While birds fly and fish swim, people who desire to get rich fall into temptation. So it's very common. So common that those who do desire to get rich should take special care not to take their emotions at law. Well, sabi, there's nothing wrong wanting to be rich. Like, kailangan lang, may mga taong nagde-desire na maging rich, tapos nag-fall sila sa temptation. Bale, may 5 problems with greed. Jealousy, yung una-una. Comparing yourself to others. And someone else will always have more than you. Ano yun ang number 1 natin is jealousy. So, pagko-compare natin sa ibang tao, sa atin, na, nyari, ibang tao, laging, uy, meron siyang gantong bago. Dapat ako, meron din akong ganyan. So, yun yung number 1 na problema. So, number 2 is dishonesty. If you're a greedy person, you'll eventually end up by lying and cheating to get more for yourself. Bale, dishonesty. Yung pangalawa. Greedy person ka, laging magsisinungaling ka, mandadaya ka na para makuha mo yung mga gusto mo para sa sarili mo. Then, shallow relationship. A jealous, dishonest person who only have relationships with people who can help you get more. And those relationships are always shallow. Bali, mga shallow relationship na inaanuhan ng mga jealousy, ng dishonest person na makikinabang ka, relationship sa ibang tao na gusto mong makuha na mas makakabuti sa'yo. Bali, pangatlong problem of greed. Halim pang-apat, lack of focus. Greed makes you lose sight of your true mission in life or business because your focus is on yourself and your money. Bale, lose sight ka ng kung ano yung pinaka-importante sa buhay. Tulad ng family, ng friends, ng community. ang church, ma-focus ka lang sa pera, mag-focus ka lang sa sarili mo, kung ano yung gusto mo. Yun yung nagiging problema sa mga may greed sa kanila. Then, yung panglima, dissatisfaction. At the end of the day, you'll never be satisfied with life if your heart is full of greed. Because if your goal is always to have more, you'll never quite get there. Mali, dissatisfaction. Gusto mo maging satisfied ka sa buhay mo. Your heart is full of greed. Because yun yung goal na gusto mo marami kang makuha, yun na lahat nasa iyo, lahat ng pera, lahat ng gusto mo, nakukuha mo. Pero at the end of the day, hindi mo naman nakukuha. Yeah. At hindi yun yung goal na dapat mo nakuha. Then ito yung 7 na deadly sins. So, pride, lust, greed, sloth, envy, wrath, tsaka gluttony. Yung greed tsaka yung envy. The greed and envy are similar but distinct. Chances are most of us are more prone to one than the other. Some which one strikes closest to home for you. While greed is about having more. Envy is about being more. Greed is about more for you. Envy is about less for your neighbor. Greed delights in your good fortune. Envy delights in your neighbor's misfortune. Greed is about stuff. Envy is about status. Mali, yung greed and envy ay similar. Pero magkaiba sila ng ibig sabihin. So yung greed, gusto mo laging meron ka. Yung envy, dapat ikaw na meron na mas marami yung sa'yo. Tapos yung greed is about less, is about more for you, then envy is about less for your neighbor. Greed prompts us to compare ourselves to others. So yung greed, nagko-compare sa atin sa iba. Then envy prompts us to compete with others. Yung envy, kinocompete natin yung ibang tao. Both of these sins cause us to look across the fence to our neighbor's backyard and conclude that his grass is greener than ours. If we're greedy, we want our grass to be as green as his. If we're envious, we just need his grass to turn brown. Greed and envy are like yet different. Let's take a closer look of each of them for a minute because they are each going to require slightly different antidotes. How about envy? If greed is an insatiable desire for more than you need, I'm going to define envy as an incurable fear that others have is better than you. While greed is driven by desire, envy is driven by fear, by a feeling of insecurity and inferiority. While greed is about comparing ourselves to others, envy is about competing with others. You want to look better, feel better, live better, be more than everyone else. Bali, yun yung pagkakaiba ng greed and envy. Jealousy and envy are different. Jealousy is about holding on to what you have, and there are times that's appropriate. God is jealous for us. Husbands and wives should be jealous for each other's love. Envy is about wanting what other people have. But if you can't have it, you don't want them to have it either. That's what envy does to you. It only makes you miserable because no matter how much you have achieved or enjoyed, you can't be happy because there's always someone else who has more, achieves more, and enjoys more. When you think about it, envy is the only one of the seven sins that gives you no pleasure at all. All the others offer at least temporary or shallow rewards. Pride feels good. Anger lets off steam. Gluttony takes good going down. Lust gets blood going. But envy never feels good. Bali, yun yung envy na makes us miserable. Kasi sa envy naman, kasi lagi mo iniisip na, dapat marami akong makuha, marami akong ma-achieve. Dahil yun yung nagiging problema kapag may envy. While these two sins have their difference, they are both forms of idolatry in the end. In his letter to the Colossians, Paul gets at that idea when he says, put to death, therefore, whatever belongs to your earthly nature, sexual morality, impurity, lust, evil desires, and greed, which is idolatry. This final phase, evil desires and greed, seems to capture that these two of its weight, greed and envy. Both are forms of idolatry, in that they compel us to look to other things for what only God can provide. And then, yung greed sa envy, silang dalawa ay idolatry na nag-compel sa atin na tingnan ng ibang mga bagay na si God lang naman ang makaka-provide mo. When we're struggling with greed, what we're really after is contentment. Being happy with what we have. When we struggle with envy, what we're really wanting is security. Feeling okay about who we are. Bale sa atin, dapat what we're really after is contentment. Dapat maging kontento tayo, maging masaya tayo kung ano yung meron tayo. At pagka nag-struggle tayo sa envy, dapat maramdaman natin na okay tayo na na okay tayo kung ano yung meron tayo, kung ano yung gusto natin. And those are the lively virtues that corresponds to these vices. Instead of trusting God for our contentment and security, we think that having more will make us happy and that being better will make us feel secure. And dapat mag-trust tayo kay God ng ating contentment and security. There is no calamity greater than lavish desire. There is no greater guilt than discontentment. And there is no greater disaster than greed. Sabi ni Lao Tzu. Ayun lang po. Thank you.
Ano pa yung